Hey, I'm Merrick D'Amato.
Hey, yo, it's Chun-Chun.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Break my mind.
Wow,
with this show
wow,
right here.
wow. No, we're not James Bond.
Oh.
But we got a movie for you.
Oh, God.
Well, no shit. Why else would you be here
Pretty much.
on the movie review podcast?
Pretty much, more or less.
We got a 1980 R-rated film
Oh, my God, another one.
called Death Ship.
Oh, my God. Wait, 1981?
Nope, just 1980.
1980s?
Yeah.
The fuck? I thought this was like a 90s one.
No, that's Ghost Ship you're thinking of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got the...
4.8 out of 10.
Oh, God.
A mysterious ghostly freighter rams and sinks a modern-day cruise ship, whose survivors climb aboard the freighter and discover that it is a World War II Nazi torture vessel.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We got fucking Nazis.
It's a ghost ship full of Nazis.
I am the box ghost.
The box ghost.
Anyway, it's fucking ghost Nazis.
Oh, great.
Let's watch this shit. Woo!
Death Ship. It came out of the night. Searching.
Signal him to all the course.
We have, sir.
Well, signal him again, damn it.
Striking. Bringing terror in its wake. Killing all but a few, saving them for the hell. Aboard the Death Ship.
This old ship seems to have a life of its own.
Not so bad. We're out of the water. It's a nice day, huh? We can clear this mess up, play a little shuffleboard, get a tan.
Death Ship, where evil lives in an endless nightmare. And where those who survive are better off dead. Death Ship, your holiday in hell.
All right, so the
Fucking
synopsis
Christ.
that we got on the IMDb,
It's shit.
it's not. This movie was so
It's-
boring.
Fucking boring. Oh, my God. How can you make me watch... Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Sorry, Chun-Chun.
Why you do this to me?
Well, I did it to me too.
Okay, yeah, you got a point. But still, oh my God. Like, it was so boring. Like, holy crap, like
I don't like to watch these movies in advance, but I kind of wish I do
okay,
sometimes.
from now on,
Like, I wish I did, because I want to had this one on the list.
it would have been shot out the window.
No, you know why?
Why?
It's not that it's bad. Bad is great for us.
Ugh.
It's that it's boring. I can't do much with boring.
You can't really fucking play with boring.
So
man.
there's a party on a ship. The most interesting thing about the movie is some dudes dressed like legit like Hagar the Horrible
Yes.
from the fucking comic strip.
But then there's everybody that just dressed up as, I don't know,
There's
that
a grumpy captain played by John Kennedy,
Oh my God, John Kennedy.
and
The late John Kennedy.
I'm assuming he was pretty old in this. So.
He died most likely in the 90s by now. And he was like, oh wait, no, he was in Naked Gun, if I remember.
Yeah, that was Leslie Nielsen.
No. He was the commissioner. He was the.
What?
he was-
Oh.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I remember like, oh wow, he's the guy from fucking Naked Gun.
Oh, that's cool then.
Why was
No,
he?
not John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's go.
And not this other John Kennedy. who was,
let's look up Mr. Tomato Head. You know what I mean?
Huh.
Like for
there was
fuck's sake.
another 50s
Hmm?
John Kennedy.
Well, he was super popular.
No, this John Kennedy from Louisiana.
Oh, that.
There's a different John Kennedy.
That's a Walgreen John Kennedy right there.
For when you order JFK from Wish.com.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Can we get John... Mom, can we get John F. Kennedy? We have John F. Kennedy at home.
And it's this
John
guy.
F. Kennedy at home.
It's this fucking guy right
But
there.
there's this... They're having a party. There's some annoying fucking brat
Oh
children.
my god, the kids. They're so useless.
80% in this movie is close-ups on, like,
Ridiculous.
parts of an engine working.
A lot of pumping and a lot of fucking, you know what I mean?
It's very suggestive pump action.
A lot of pumping. Like, too
And
much
so,
pump.
the boat is hit by the ship, by the death ship. And, like...
And then it disappears, the death ship.
I'd like to point out that there's like a crew and cabin people on the ship of like 50-some people.
Not to mention the party.
That's what I mean. Like, there's the party, there's the crew, all like the guests and the crew and everybody. That's like 50 dudes, right?
Yeah.
And only like
eight people survive.
and that's quite a death toll.
That's quite a lot of people, by the way.
There's an entertainer who is supposed to be funny.
It's supposed to be funny, but the only funny thing is about him is his fucking curly hair and his fucking...
Well, the curly hair's not
eyebrow.
funny. The massive eyebrow.
The massive eyebrows having like a fucking foreplay in his fucking forehead. That's funny because.
But
holy
they
shit.
get to the death. They get to this like abandoned ship.
Yeah,
and
after the ship crash.
They climb on the ship, and then like the crane comes to life and immediately picks up the entertainer and yeets him into the sea.
Well, here's the thing though. First, like you see the 7 people, just like, oh my god, da, 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 the ship crashed, da, 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 da. And then after 5 seconds, like a couple seconds later, a little boy's like, oh my god, there's a body coming up, and it's the fucking captain.
Yeah.
And he was the worst captain because he didn't fucking die with his ship.
In his defense, he tried to.
He tried to, granted. But then after they found the death ship, like Merrick said, and they fucking went into it because, hey, it's the only ship in the sea, and then it started to shit all over them with Nazi oil.
We're saying, like, it did do that and dyed several of the uniforms gray. But the thing is, the boat is possessed by Nazi ghosts.
Nazi ghosts.
And it pretty much immediately picks up the confirmed in the movie to be Jewish singer, comedian dude, and
somehow he got on the
swings
ship.
him around. And so I think I said this might be the first time I've seen a boat commit a hate crime.
Oh, straight up, and I started busting my ass laughing about that because that's true. That's
like it tries to drown him. He makes it though.
He kind of I don't know. Maybe he did survive, and he's just like on a fucking island.
Well, no, he makes it from the boat trying to kill him with the crane.
Yeah, he did.
Because he's in the scene after that.
But then after he was supposedly killed off by the boat, but we didn't. You just saw him just drown, quote unquote, and then he just disappeared from the sea. You know.
But then they get on the ship. They explore it a bit. They find turtlenecks and they put them on, and the captain puts on a captain's uniform.
Well, no, actually, no. The ship. Well, okay. First, you see the survivors try to survive. You know, make what they got. Like fucking ladies, like don't drink the water. You first have to boil it, and it was coming out like shit. And then they finally boiled it.
And then this old lady like eats a bunch of mints of mint.
Fucking America's a genius with that part.
You want to take this one?
Please. Okay, so like we see this lady just eating like candies, like
they're those like swirly mints. You go to the restaurant. They have the bowl of mints. You take a mint.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this lady probably hasn't eaten anything, so then she steals two, right?
Yeah.
And then me and Merrick are like, man, those are oddly colored specifically. Like, and then they're like, oh, this missing fucking Merrick hats. Like, oh, they should have the little star, the swastika, is like a licorice. And it was like, hey, what a bad perfect.
Because you joke about it being Nazi candy.
It's Nazi cat. It is because it's red, white, and you had to come in and say, oh, he's missing the swastika. Like, oh god, yes. And then like you see a bunch of the survivors watching some fucking like crappy movie.
The movie that they're watching about like tiny people dancing on a piano and then through like a musical notes.
Yeah, that
looks a lot better than the movie we're actually watching.
That actually looks way interesting because it actually showed an effect where there was a big dude playing on a piano, and then a little dude comes behind from the fucking book, like the fucking note, the music notes, and he's like telling him that's not how you should play the music, Sonny. Play it like this, and then he starts playing the fucking.
I'm pickled pink.
And he's
That
like,
things are rosy.
and then after like we get a close up on the fucking thing, it looked cool actually, because then you see like all these like showgirls with trumpets and all other stuff just running down this, running at the left and rights because they're all short and tiny, and that was cool.
And then the old lady goes insane.
Yeah.
And turns into like a goober monster.
Yeah, it turns into like some sort of like I don't know if you guys ever heard of elephantitis. You know, like freaking it grows bark all over your face and shit. That's what she kind of looked like after. She looked like Barkman. And then fucking.
I am Groot.
Exactly, pretty much. It was like I am Groot, and then goes up to the captain like I am Groot, and they're like, oh, get off of me, push.
And then the captain turns into a Nazi.
Yeah, he turns into a possessed crazy Nazi man because the ship's telling him to do stuff.
And basically for the rest of the movie, he's just being a crazy Nazi dick.
Yeah, he's a crazy Nazi asshole.
And then they find a room full of Nazi memorabilia. And then I found it because it's this red room. It's like,
oh my god, the red room too.
Let me explain. It's the red room. It's a red room, and it's like the red room,
the reddest
like
of them all. You know, like holy.
Like
shit.
You know the red room in the original Amityville Horror.
Of course, yeah.
It's like that, but for 4chan edgelords.
Oh god, Nazi edgelords.
And it's covered in Nazi memorabilia. Like
it's for B. It's for B.
But then there's there's like a little alcove behind the curtain, and behind the curtain is just like
another
painting of Adolf Hitler.
Not just one, another, because there's 3 fucking paintings.
But I mean, like it's this personal alcove where you can go and be like alone and sensual with the Fuhrer.
He's like, oh my god, yeah.
Like the thing is, it's the kind of like curtained off area. Like back in the old school movie store days where they'd have the porn.
Right there, you know, like in that fucking section for him specifically, you know?
And it's just a painting of Hitler.
But it's like, why do you need that since you have him everywhere for fuck's sake?
And then there's a projector showing Nazi stuff, and then the Jewish guy freaks out, tries to rip the thing off the wall. They beat the shit out of the projector.
Yeah,
but it still keeps
projecting something.
It's like the scene in the first Evil Dead where it's projecting the thing and it like fills with blood and Ash loses his goddamn mind. Except it's not good.
Good. Fucking
and then
boring.
The Jewish guy teleports outside and falls.
Yeah, because he sees the captain and he just pounces at him, and then the Jewish captain
he gets thrown in a pit full of water and then gets netted up with a bunch of corpses.
Which
they do also
that they're Jews.
The one they find like some like a dungeon on the ship.
Yeah, some sort of torture dungeon.
And then they find like a bunch of gold watches and jewelry and gold fillings and teeth. And this is very dark.
Supposed to be dark.
It's supposed to be dark. Like the implication is dark.
But then there's.
But it's a torture ship, and I'm just thinking this is bad. Yes, but.
But then there's
this isn't worse than.
Who just says, "Hey man, I'm just expecting some more skeletons, Frankensteins, and bats and cats," and just say, "Boo, fucking haunted house," but it's in a ship.
But the stuff they have on this, none of this is worse than what actually happened.
Oh yeah, fucking after Mary
in the concentration camp.
Yeah, you have a port there. You took the port right there, Mary. And he's like, yeah, man.
Is like does not compare to the actual horror of Auschwitz.
No, it isn't. But apparently this boat is trying to be Auschwitz too, but it's like, no.
And then the guy falls in the water and then gets picked up with a bunch of corpses, then he dies.
Somehow. He apparently got buried underneath the corpse, old corpses. And then
the captain's like, I will sail this ship into infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue.
I mean, he was supposed to be voicing him.
Wait, was he?
I think he was.
I thought it was always supposed to be Tim Allen.
No, he was supposed to be, but he died. And he was a good comedian in Naked Gun too. Merrick still can't believe that he was a Naked Gun.
I don't not believe you, because I thought I got him mixed up with Leslie Nielsen.
No. Leslie Nielsen is he's the main character, but he's also the commissioner. Like I think he was the commissioner.
Okay.
He's the guy that gives like Nelson Nielsen the missions to go and do dumb.
So the main guy who has the kid, who's is the dad of the annoying kids.
Yeah,
He fights the
captain.
He fights the captain.
Like the co-pilot, I guess.
Yeah, he fights the captain, and then they escape on a raft and they leave, and then the captain shoots the boat, tries to fight the boat
because the boat is telling him no, I'm done.
Because he gives orders to the boat, and the boat says "fuck you, no," and so he tries to beat the shit out of the boat,
shooting it, beating it,
and then he falls and gets killed by some gears.
You know, he goes into the control, like he goes into the fucking, I don't know what's it called.
It's the engine room.
Thank you. Yeah. He goes into the engine room and he's screaming, "You must do as I say!" Starts shooting all the pumps.
The thing is, we almost had a cool death scene here.
Almost.
Because he falls and lands on the gears, and it was just a few inches off for him to land, and we get a head pop in the gears. Why could you give us nothing?
Why didn't you do that?
Give us something.
Like, give us some fucking meat, thank you very fucking much.
Like, we don't get zombie Nazis attacking them. Nothing happens. They get the survivors get all four of them.
We didn't get multiple Nazi ghosts. They just got saved at the end of the. I even thought,
get the captain. Have the captain be possessed by the Nazis, but have him turn into have him skeletonized, right?
Or something, maybe make him look more brutal looking. I don't fucking know, but this was the 80s, so the 80s was very pussyish back in the day.
Yeah, but they would. No, not really.
Well, I mean, okay, granted, there was Friday the 13th, but those were real fucking movies, like Friday the 13th and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this wasn't good.
It was shit.
This was boring, man.
This was really shit. Fuck, this is the worst one you could have ever made me watch.
I'm sorry.
I've seen fucking Video Dead, and that's more entertaining than this fucking
At
thing.
least Puppet Master Axis Rising
was true.
Ridiculously stupid, but at least it was funny.
It was funny and somewhat entertaining.
It wasn't funny on purpose, but it was funny.
It was hilarious. I mean, it was legit American puppets versus Nazi puppets, and that was funny in itself.
Nothing happened.
But nothing happened.
This was boring.
Well, I hope you're going to make me watch something better this time, Fuck.
We'll see. We'll see. But next week, we got a little movie for you.
I hope you're going to enjoy it, because I'm not. No, I'm going to definitely enjoy it, actually.
Well, I don't think you're here. I don't think you're watching next week.
Oh, thank God.
Because next week, we're watching a sequel to an early Wes Craven movie about mountain cannibals.
Ooh.
Desert cannibals, sorry.
Desert cannibals, right.
So we'll see you for that. Sorry about the short episode, but if the movie gives me nothing, there's nothing I can do.
To play with.
So, ciao.
Bye.